Well, it is now leaving New Orleans. Getting on a plane, next stop will be Miami. Then on to Santiago, Chile. And our last stop, Antarctica. So stick with us and we'll show you the trip on the way there. And we're finally in the Southern Hemisphere, first time ever. One of the first things you'll probably want to do when you land is get some money. So the first thing is we head to the currency exchange and exchange our dollars for Chilean pesos. And we're rolling in it because, of course, the conversion is $1 equals 933 pesos. And it's off to the hotel. For this trip, our hotel we're staying at is the Hotel Scenic Boutique Hotel. It's located right in the heart of Santiago in the Antique area, or the old district, and right next to St. Lucia Hill. So that was some of the things that was on our list of things to see. Also, whenever you look at it on satellite, this is St. Lucia Hill. This is the main plaza of the town where that they have the church and all the architecture. So that was also on the list of things to do. We figured we could walk to all these places. It's just a few blocks. And for the places that are a little further out, we'd take a taxi. And one of the things that we wanted to see was this big hill. Right on the top is a church. And this church has a big statue of the Virgin Mary right on top. So we'll go there also. Back to the St. Lucia Hotel. Our hotel is right here, and it's listed as $79 from this particular day. We paid $100 for the hotel, and that was pretty cheap. I thought, yeah, I didn't see anything that was in this area that I could like better than this. It's listed as a 5-star hotel. I wouldn't give it exactly 5 stars, but it was a nice hotel. For $100 a night, couldn't find any better. Take it over from the airport to your hotel. That way you can just use your credit card to pay for your trip. You don't have to use any of your Chilean pesos, and you get a better conversion rate. This is our hotel, and it ended up being a pretty good hotel. We got there very early. We got there at around 11 o'clock, but they let us check in at 12, so we had a cold drink while they got our room ready. Each floor of the hotel is named after a type of wine, and yet the room comes with free wine. They give you a free bottle in the room whenever you get there, so don't have to go out. And this is my best sign, no molester. That's a good motto for a hotel. It's a room tour of the Hotel Scenic. So coming in, looking at me, nice shower. This room even came with a towel warmer on the wall. We couldn't figure out how to work it. It was too bougie for us. So we just turned it off and left it off. Don't make fun of the suitcases on the floor. On this trip, we were gone 26 days and went from hot weather to cold weather, back to hot weather. So we had everything. Have USB ports by the side of the bed. On most cruise ships, a balcony costs extra. This one is included, and it comes with a free bottle of wine. Now let's look at that balcony. Whenever you open up the door, that's essentially the only view you have. An air conditioner and a wall. So it wasn't much of a view on our balcony. But we didn't pay for a great view anyway. We're out running the roads, seeing what all there is to see in the city. And after a quick nap, after all, we've been on the move for over 26 hours. It's time to get out and see the city. And the first thing is right across the street from the hotel, San Cristobal Hill. And we have to go to the top of that to see everything up there. And of course, there's all kinds of sights along the way. Churches, the Pope, and his statue commemorates the natives who held off the Spanish until 1560, when they finally took over the hill. And boy, the natives had an awesome view from up here. You could see pretty much the whole city from the top of this hill. All the way into the distance, you can see the Andes Mountains. And if you look real close, you can see you'll still see snow on top of them. This is the middle of summer in the south, and there's still snow there. The hill coming in view in front of you is San Cristobal, and we plan on going there tomorrow to see the statue and the church at the top. But for now, we'll look out at the city and everything it has to offer from St. Lucia Hill. And it's a good view from up here. You can see all the way out at the Andes at the snow. And after all this climbing, it's time to relax and sit down to some good Chilean food. But instead what we found was authentic Venezuelan food. We didn't know the difference, and we just ordered by the pitcher. Of course, I had to get something weird, and Cheryl stuck with something conservative, but both of what we had was good. So, yeah, I had to get the beer. Yeah, that's a given. And there's my weird thing, and I'm not sure what it was. It was pulled pork with a bunch of cheese on a, looks like a pancake, but it was good. And Cheryl had her burger. Not knowing if what I just ate would hurt my stomach, it's time to go back to the hotel and the rooftop bar. Yeah, alcohol, that's the thing that we need. That'll kill any kind of bacteria that may be in that food. So, of course, we had a quick look over the menu, and yeah, we found some stuff that we liked. So, as we were sitting looking at the scenery of the mountains, we had to have a couple of these, and top it off, may as well have a few of those. So we did that, and of course after all that, it was my best place. Back at the sign, no molesters. Remember back whenever I said I wouldn't give this hotel a 5-star rating? This was our breakfast in the morning. Yep, that's the hot side right there. You got some eggs, some vegetables, and some mini weenies, some breads if you wanted to toast them, and some cold cuts. And I think in the big pot was some oatmeal. Today, we have a free tour scheduled. This is definitely something to look into if you're planning on a trip to Santiago. This is called Guru Walk. And what it is you come to their website, pick out a type of tour that you would like, the language you'd like, and the time. And the tour is totally free. The only thing that they ask is you give a guide a tip at the end. And, well, our guy did excellent and received an excellent tip. Through walking through the tour, he tells you about everything around town. And at the end, he recommends restaurants and places to go eat. And we took him up on that offer also. And the restaurant he selected was awesome. Probably the best meal that we had in Santiago, by far. And they had good drinks there too. But anyway, this is the Guru webpage. And they have a whole lot of tours to choose from all times of the day. So check them out whenever you're going to Santiago. This was our guru guide, and he spoke perfect English. So hats off to him. And this is the main square in Santiago, the Plaza de Armas. This is where everything's happened. You have the cathedral on one side of the square, and it's surrounded by all kinds of buildings. On the other side, you have the National Historical Museum and fountains. And this was the meeting place for our guru. So we were with him. And also, this is where a lot of people on our ship got robbed at, but not us. We stayed out of that crowd and stuck with our guru. It was in the square that we got to meet some of the interesting people of Chile. We saw the homeless, the hookers, and the protesters, and the just crazy people. We were hoping that this fit in the crazy person portion, and we were successful. We also got to step back and admire the flowers here. And of course, there were some crazy dogs running around in soccer uniforms that we had to look at too. Of course, they had a map of the city from 1712 laid out on the ground. That was interesting to look at. Of course, while you're looking at it, the first thing you think of is, that could be like the golly jolly green giant just walk across the city. So, yeah, ho ho ho, green giant. As I was looking around at all the craziness going around, I glanced over at Cheryl, and like clockwork, she saw craziness too. So yeah, we were surrounded by it. This is Santiago in 1646. How big it was. And I'll be the jolly green giant again and walk across. Mark the churches on there. St. Lucia. That's where our hotel is. Right about here.
You know, to learn politics and architecture, and when they return, they start to do the same. So that is why all of the buildings here.
This next statue of the three little boys represents Chile at the end, about to fall off into the Pacific, with Bolivia, Peru, and Argentina holding him back. But I just love that, well, they painted the little kid's toenails blue. That was cute. And this homeless guy wins the award for Best Decorated House. And Chile has Walmart, so we stopped in, it's right by our hotel, for some snacks, a Coke Zero and some chips. But we had to look at the price of M&Ms, $1,150. Yeah, they're kind of expensive, but remember, that's pesos. Next, we'll take an Uber over to San Cristobal. From there, we'll take the funicular up to the top and see the Virgin Mary statue and the church at the very top. For those who don't know what a funicular is, it's basically a steep train track that goes at, in some cases, like a 45-degree angle straight to the top of the mountain. And that's what we ride. From the top, yeah, that's the best view of the city and all the surrounding mountains. You can see the clouds puffy on the edge, and in some cases, snow on the mountains kind of mixing with the clouds. It was a pretty sight from way up there. And down on the buildings, everything looks small. But that's the top of San Cristobal. And who knew that Santiago was so big? Yeah, I had to look up the population of it. It's close to 7 million people living in the city. That's huge. Definitely not a place I want to live in, but it's okay to visit every once in a while. So at the top of the hill, we got snacks. We got water. That was 1,000 pesos. And whatever that is. And I have no idea what it is. But I saw others getting it, so I got it too. One jumps, we all jump. But that was 4,000 pesos. Actually 2,000 pesos. Afterwards, I saw the sign. It was called Monk Confuslio, and it had peaches and wheat in it. I found something on the internet later and told actually what it's made of. And I love their Christmas manger scene, carved entirely of wood, the whole scene. Virgin Mary. The last few steps. This from the very top. And when going to the top of the mountain, we took the funicular to the top, but decided to change it up a little bit and take the cable car back down to the bottom. And that came out in a totally different area. It was a little closer to the more business area of downtown, but there's a change of scenery, and we liked it. From there, we'll just take an Uber back to the hotel, and I'll give you a price on that Uber. And the building coming up is the Sky Constanera. That's the largest building in South America, the tallest. So Uber works real well in Santiago. So we put in an Uber ride, and it says that he's going to be here in about 1 minute. And he's driving a bright yellow Toyota. So we'll see how long he's going to be here. And I see a bright yellow car coming, but not sure if it's a Toyota. But the price, whenever you look at it, seems expensive. It's like 4,000 pesos, which sounds like a whole lot, but that's just like $5. Anyway, looks like our ride. This is our ride. And our guru from earlier in the day, from the walk, recommended this restaurant, so we took him up on it. It's renowned for its pisco, and pisco is made from distilling grapes, so it's a liquor, and the area is known for it. So they have probably 50 different types of pisco in stock here, and you can scan in the menu and see what they have to eat also. But it's neat, they came with a little star right on top of the pisco sour. We'll try the pisco sour, and when they say sour, it's sour. Makes her do a little pucker, but it's good, something different. This area that the restaurant was in was kind of an eclectic area. It was like carnival meets garage sale, and garage sale, some of the items were cheap garage sale stuff. It's like $300. But it was kind of neat walking around and seeing what all people were trying to sell. Yeah. What's that?
Bird. Stick over the side, that girl was like going all the way around.
And with that, it's time to go back to the room. Yeah, tomorrow's cruise day, so we got to put up the no molester sign again and get ready for tomorrow. Good night's sleep. And hopefully you've liked this video, because we have more to come. If so, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to be informed when the next videos come out. And we'll have a bunch of them, seeing that this was a 26-day outing, with the cruise being 22 days. Thank you for watching.